نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم ربي يسر ولا تؤثر وتمم بالخير وبك نستعين يا فتاح يا عليم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. All right, so today we will be starting with our first lesson of Nahw, and by Nahw I mean let me go over the basic definition of what this subject is, because in classical Arabic, we will be doing two subjects, Nahw and Sarf. So first of all, we are starting with Nahw. Okay. So Nahw, it's the study of Arabic grammar rules. So in Nahw, we will be doing multiple grammar rules that will tell you as to how to arrange multiple words in a sentence. Okay, so when we want to construct a sentence and we need to understand how do we apply grammar rules, that is where Nahw comes in. Okay, and how their ending change depending on their role in the sentence. Okay, so there are technicalities involved in Nahw. So I want you to be very much aware of what I am saying. Okay, please don't get zoned out because this is very technical and very important. So our first sentence, Zaidun qama. Zaidun qama. Okay. So by Zaidun, I mean to say a name. So Zaidun is a name of a boy. Okay. Zaid is a name of a boy. Understandable? Zaidun, it's the name of a boy. Zaid, Zaidun, and then we say qama. So qama means stood. Qama means stood. So we'll do this later on, that how did I understand it? Qama means stood, or how understood that this is the tense of past. So we'll do it later, but as for now, I'm trying to teach you something, which is that Zaid is the subject. So in an English sentence, we always have a subject, right? Then we have a verb, and then we have an object. So this is subject, verb, and object, and this is how we make our sentences in English, right? Zaid is the subject over here. It's the doer of the action. So verbs are the actions and subject is the doer of the actions, okay? So in Arabic, whenever I want to denote a subject is the doer of an action, okay? Is it understandable? Doer of an action.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So doer of an action, it's the subject, okay? Doer of an action is the subject, and the subject in Arabic will always end with a dhamma, okay? So dhamma is this sign, is this haraka that you can see in Quran as well, and when we speak normal Arabic as well, the subject needs to have a dhamma. Dhamma is this haraka, okay? Then if I want to use Zaid as an object, if I want to use Zaid as an object, okay, because in English we have a subject, we have a verb, and we have an object. So how will I turn Zaid into an object by by adding Ra'itu? Ra'itu is I saw, okay. So at here I will become the subject. I will become the subject because I saw. So saw is a verb. It's the action, right? It's the action. So subject, verb, and then Zaid here becomes an object. Okay? Zaid here becomes an object. So Zaid is the object, and if Zaid becomes the object, it will end with a fatha. So fatha is this haraka. Okay? Fatha is this haraka, and then kasra is the one where there is a haraka below the word. Okay? Are you aware of these harakas, dhamma, fatha, and kasra?
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So have you understood that when I want to add a subject, I'll end I'll end the word with a dhamma. And when I want to make an object, the object will always have a fatha. So you can see ra'aytu zaidin. So you can see a fatha over here, right? You can see a fatha. So if there's a fatha at the ending of the word, then that word will be the object. But if this word has a dhamma, then that word will become a subject. Are we following this? Is it clear?
I didn't understand that much. Can you just correct me if I'm wrong? So there's
Okay.
a dhamma if the sentence ends with a subject.
Yes.
There's a fatha if the sentence ends with object.
Exactly. Perfect. So these are the two identifications that you need to remember, okay? You will learn
Yes.
it slowly and gradually. We'll go over these concepts again and again. Don't worry about it if you're not understanding right now. Uh, okay, so then there is another terminology that I want to introduce with you guys because I've been using this word again and again, and that is Arab. Okay, this word is Arab. In English, we write it like AIRAAB, but in Arabic, it's like IRAB. Okay, Arab. Arab. Sorry.
It's with an ayn, or is it just
It's with an ayn. It's with an ayn in an Arabic, but I'm writing it in English as well so that you can understand what I'm saying. Okay. So Arab in Arabic we write Arab like this. Arab. Okay. Arab. Arab. So Arab is the change at the end of a word. It's always the word. It's always the one which it's always the haraka which is present at the end of the word in Arabic. That shows what role the word plays in a sentence, like whether it's the subject or the object or something else. So for subject, I told you that it will always have a dhamma, right? And for object, I
yeah,
told you that it will always have a fatha. Understandable?
yeah. Yes.
Perfect. So by era, I mean to say the ending of a word. Okay, by the ending of the word, it's very significant because whatever haraka is present on the ending of the word will determine whether that word is a subject or whether that word is an object. Are you clear?
Yes.
Perfect. So again, if we revisit the concept, so Zaidun, the dal, this dal has dhamma on it. So dhamma will indicate that it's the subject. But if the same word will end with a fatha, then that will mean that I am talking about an object. Is it making sense?
Yes.
Perfect. So the ending of the word is known as Arab.
Right.
Okay?
Hello. Yeah.
Arab. The ending of the word is known as Arab, and it could have any of the haraka. It could either have a dhamma, it could have a fatha, or it could have a kasra. Okay? Perfect? Are we good?
Yeah.
All right, alhamdulillah. Okay, so now another technicality. So I'm sure you guys be aware of the word loves. Are you aware of this word loves? I'm writing it as well. Do you know this word loves or no? Yes or no?
Low. No, I do not.
Okay. So loves, it's an Arabic word as well, it's an Urdu word as well. And by loves, I mean that it's any word that is uttered by a human. It's called a loves, okay? It's called a loves.
No.
Any
Low.
any word uttered from our mouth, it's known as loves, okay? And there are two categories of loves, okay? There are two categories of loves. The two categories of loves are that if it has a meaning, if it has a meaning, it is called a meaningful loves, okay? Such as I say table. Table has a meaning, right? And if I
Yeah.
say book has a meaning. And the other category of loves is if it does not have any meaning, it is called meaningless, okay? For example, babies make out those gibberish voices that we can't understand, right? So those are meaningless words, but that is also a loves, okay? Because words are loves. So loves basically in English is known as word, okay? Loves or word. They're the same things, okay? Loves or words. Are you guys following?
Yes.
Loves.
Yes.
Okay. But then there are two categories of words or loves. There are two categories. Okay? The two categories are meaningful and meaningless, right?
Yes.
This is what,
Yes.
okay, good, very nice. But then you need to know that there are proper Arabic terms for meaningful word and for meaningless word. For meaningless, the gibberish words taken out by the mouth of a baby, they make out random voices. Those are muhmal. Okay, those are muhmal. Muhmal. Okay, those are muhmal words. Meaningless words are known as muhmal. Okay, muhmal.
Okay.
Perfect. Muhmal. I think I should remove the excessive things so that you don't get confused. Okay. Loves. Okay. Right. And then the meaningful word, the one which has a sense or the one which has a proper meaning, that is known as mawzu. Okay. That is known as mawzu. Okay.
Okay.
Muhmal and the two terminologies that I'm giving you right now. And these are the basic concepts. I hope they're not very difficult for you guys. Mawzu.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So muhmal is the one that is meaningless. Mawzu is the one which is meaningful. And any word that is uttered by a human being, that is known as a lafz. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, perfect. Mashallah. Okay. Then there are two categories of the word which is or the word which has meaning. There are two categories of meaningful words as well. Okay? There are two more categories of meaningful word as well. So they are mufridun. They are mufridun. Writing it as well. I hope you guys are copying it because this is not written in these slides. So I'm adding it in my slides as well, and I want you to copy it as well. Mufridun, mufridun, and the other one is murakkabun. Okay, murakkabun, mufridun, and murakkabun. And by this, what I mean, you'll automatically understand it when I'll explain you the meaning. You're already aware of these two terms. Just you don't know the terms. You're already aware of the meaning. However, so mufridun, it's the singular word. Mufridun, if I highlight it or I make an arrow, mufridun, it's the singular word. And by singular word, I mean to say table, book, girl, boy. It's a singular word. I'm not attaching too many words, right? So if I'm saying a single word which has a meaning, then that is a mufridun, okay? Can you understand this?
Okay. Yes.
Murakkabun. Murakkabun, I mean to say that I'm using too many words in a sentence, and all of those words have proper meanings. So a group of words is known as murakkabun, okay? Such as if we say this line, meaningful words is of two types. Meaningful word is of two types. So this line is murakkabun, okay? Because it is a compound. It has group of words, and all of them have meaning. But if I say mufridun, so mufridun is just one word which has a proper meaning, such as girl or boy or table or food. All of these words, I'm not compounding it. I'm not making a group out of it, okay? So that is mufridun, but murakkabun, it's the group of words. For example, if I say group of words, this is murakkabun. But if I just say book and I get silent, then book or boy or girl, I am not combining all of these words. So that is mufridun. Understandable?
Yes.
Start following. Is it difficult?
Yes. No.
Okay, mashallah. All right. Okay. We are now switching to one of the parts of speeches. Okay. That is a noun. So noun, if I say the word noun, okay, what do you understand by the word noun? Do you know what noun
You know,
is? Do you know what noun is?
yeah,
What is it?
is a name, place, animal, or thing.
Perfect. Mashallah.
No,
Name.
name, place, idea, or thing.
It's a name. It's a place, animal, or thing. Do you play this game?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, mashallah. Okay. So you're already aware of what a noun is. Okay. Noun is that whose meaning can be understood without the need to combine it with another word. Okay. So usually nouns are they're mufridun or they're murakkabun.
I think they're Muslim.
They're mufridun because you don't need to combine it. When you don't need to combine it, it's a mufridun, right? But if you are supposed to combine it with multiple words, that is a murakkabun. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you don't need to combine it with another word, and it does not have any tense. So nouns do not have any tense, right? Because if I say a name, then you can't say a name in past tense, or you can't say a name in present tense, or you can't say a name in future tense. Name is name. It will not, it will never have a tense, right? So
Yes.
nouns will never have a tense. You don't need to combine it with other words. Hence, it's mufridun, and it's the name of a person, place, or thing. So, for example, rajulun. Rajulun is a man. Okay, and this is a very important point. Okay, this is a very, very important point. Okay, so in Quran, have you seen this word coming up so many times? Al-lazina, al-lazina,
Yes.
right? Right.
Yes.
So you see al before,
Yes.
when you see this al before a word, you need to understand it. Allah Ta'ala is talking about the. Okay. Al will translate into the. Okay. Al will translate into the. Okay. Can
Yes.
you understand this? Perfect. But when there's an Arab which has tanween. So tanween is two dhamma, two kasra, and two fatha, right? You understand tanween?
Yes.
Tanween is two dhamma or two fatha, okay, or two kasra. They end,
Yes.
the endings have two dhamma, two fatha, or two kasra. So that is a tanween. So I'm talking about tanween over here, and if you see a tanween, then tanween will translate into a, okay? Tanween will translate into a, okay? Al will translate into the, and will translate into a. And before I explain you this point, I want you to tell me that have you ever heard this sentence in your life? Let me write it, and then you can tell me. The a man. Have you ever seen this English anywhere? The
The amen.
yeah. Is it correct or is it incorrect?
I don't think I've seen that.
Isa, is it correct or is it
I
incorrect?
I think it's incorrect.
Incorrect. Perfect. Because you can't use the and a simultaneously in the same sentence, because it's not possible. You can't say the a man. If you're talking about a man, you will talk about a man. But if you'll talk about the man, you'll talk just about the man. So this is incorrect. Hence, this is incorrect in Arabic as well. That you cannot add al. For example, let me give you an example. Al
Like al-rijal.
al-rajulun. That's not correct. That's incorrect. Okay. Why is it incorrect? Because it has a tanween. It has a tanween and it has an al. So I told you that al will translate into the and tanween will translate into a. And hence this will become incorrect because I can't translate this as the a man. Okay? Is it understandable?
Yes.
Are you guys lost? Or are you following?
So is the actual word al-rijal?
Al-rijal, yeah. Or you can use rajulun.
No,
You can
is
use
the
rajulun.
correct?
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh,
al-rajul or al-rijal will be correct, or rajulun will be correct. But you
okay.
can't attach al and tanween together because it will translate into the man, which is incorrect in English. Hence, it's incorrect in Arabic as well. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. So this is a very important point. You need to remember this. Okay, this is the most trickiest part because students usually make mistakes in this. They tend to forget the and and they put al and they put tanween together, and then they lose their marks. So it's incorrect. You can't use that because you need to remember that al will always translate into the and tanween will always translate into a, and hence in English, when we can't say the a man, similarly, we can't use al rajulun in Arabic as well. Either you can attach al or you can attach tanween, but you can't use them together. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So now the question arises, how will you recognize a noun in Quran? How do you recognize a noun in the Quran? You read Quran, but we fail to recognize where a noun is. So I'll give you four
Noun
identifications.
would be would be
Sorry?
like would a noun be like nas?
Would a noun would be like what?
Nas, like قل أعوذ برب الناس.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, you're right. You're right.
really?
But
Oh.
you're right. But you need to, you need to have the 4 rules as to how will you identify a noun. Maybe you're correct because you must have heard it so many times. Okay. But there are four ways as to how we can identify a noun. So a noun can have a tanween. Okay. A noun
Yes.
can have a tanween. Okay. Noun
Okay.
can have a tanween at the end. So the era, the ending of the word may have a tanween, such as see kitabun. So kitabun, it has tanween at the end, right? So this tanween indicates that this is a noun. And you can see that I haven't attached al before it. So al kitabun will be wrong, but since it has kitabun, it will translate into a book, right? A book. Because the tanween will translate into a, okay? Tanween is a. Okay, following?
Yes.
All right, perfect. Then a noun can have an alif lam. Okay, by this I mean to say that it can have al because al will translate into the. It can have a tanween and it can have an alif lam, but they cannot be associated together. So if I use al kitabu, so you can see I did not attach tanween. I just attach one dhamma. Okay, so al is before it, so I can say the book. Al kitabu means the book. Okay. This is not the book because if I attach tanween, it will become the book and it will be incorrect. So a noun can have an alif lam separately. A noun can have tanween separately, but alif lam al and tanween will not be there simultaneously. The other identification of a noun is that it can have a harfijar. So harfijar, now again a new term. Harfijar is the preposition. It's the preposition that you study in English. It's one of the parts of speeches. Okay, so prepositions are basically the locating agents of something. So if you want to locate something, you use prepositions, and in Arabic you call it harfijar. Okay, preposition is the English, harfijar is the Arabic. So for example, a noun can have a harfijar
Miss,
before it.
I can't really hear you.
You can't hear me? Hello, can you hear me?
Miss?
We can
Yeah,
hear you, but it's kind of breaking.
it's breaking. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, all right, all right. Okay, don't worry. We have the recording on, so if you miss some point, I can go over it again in the class, and you can watch the recording again. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I was here that harbinger, it's the preposition, and prepositions are the ones which locate. They're basically the locating agents. Okay, they're basically the locating agents. For example, you use the word in. The word in or the word over or the word to. They do not have proper meanings, right? Harbinger prepositions do not have proper meanings. But when we attach it in a sentence, they give a meaning to that sentence. Okay. So there are multiple harfijar, multiple prepositions in Arabic. And for example, the first one, fi. Fi will always translate into in, okay? Fi will always translate into in, okay? So
Okay.
fill by ti. So you can identify al by ti because it has al before it and it has also a harfijar before it. So fill by ti is the house, it will be in the house. So if a word has a harfijar before it, then that is also a noun. Okay. So this will become in the house.
Miss,
Yes?
can I go get some water, please?
Sure. Okay. And another identification of noun is that it might have a ya before it. It might have a ya before it, such as ya ukhti. So ya ukhti is my ya. Ya is it's also an identification, and this will be my sister. Okay, my sister. Ukhti is my sister. Ya ukhti. Okay, so these are the identifications of a noun. How can you identify a noun in the sentence? It can either have a tanween It can have an alif lam before it. It can have a harf jar before it. It can have a ya before it. And I'll give you a list of harf jar, so you do not need to worry that how will we identify harf jar. I have a list. I will give it to you. Okay? Is it
Okay.
understandable?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Okay, I've done the slide. All right. Now, these are some words or some Arabic terms that will keep on coming again and again. When we study Nahwu, these words will keep on coming again and again. So I'll quickly go over it and you will be able to understand. So, isim. I know this is a new term for you, isim, because I was using the term noun for you guys, okay? But noun in Arabic is it's an isim, okay? Isim. Noun in Arabic is isim.
It's a noun and fa'il.
Hajra, your voice is breaking. Can you type it in the chat box?
Okay. It's fine. It's not that important. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. You can continue.
Okay. All right. Then second one is the verb. Verb is basically the action. Noun are name, place, animal, things. Verbs are the actions, okay? So in Arabic, we'll call it fail. Noun is an isim, verb is a fail. I know it's hard, but we'll go slowly, okay? Then the third one is the particle. Particle is the harf, such as I told you, prepositions, harf jar. It's like prepositions or the words like a or an. They don't have the meaning themselves, but when we attach it in a sentence, they give the meaning. Okay. Then for masculine, when I talk about the gender masculine, I use the term in Arabic muzakkar, and feminine will be muannas. So muzakkar and muannas are feminine and masculine in Arabic. Then if I talk about one single subject or a singular subject, single doer of the subject, single doer, single subject, then that will be wahid. Meaning, for example, if I talk about Zaid, okay? Zaid is singular, okay? But when I'll talk about two people will become dual, and in Arabic, two people are always tasniya, okay? In Arabic, two people are tasniya, okay? Tasniya. And such as there's slight difference in Arabic and English, because in English we have just two categories, singular and plural, right? But in Arabic we have singular, dual, and plural. So in Arabic there is a slight difference that we have one another category for two people, and for two people we'll say tasniya. And then when we'll talk about plural, many people, okay? When we'll talk about many people, then that will be jama. Okay? In Arabic, that will be jama. Is
Okay.
it understandable or is it confusing?
No, I understand. I'm enjoying it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and then we'll talk about dhamma. So dhamma, you already are aware. Dhamma is like this. Then fatha. Fatha is the one which has a line over the word, and kasra is the one which has line below the word. Okay, so I'm sure you're already aware of dhamma, fatha, and kasra. And if we move on, okay. Okay. So haraka. Okay, I'll use this word haraka as well, because you know, Arab and haraka, we keep on putting them again and again on the word. So these are like the short vowels. They are again the same, dhamma, fatha, and kasra. And when I'll say haraka, you will be supposed to, tell me that which haraka do we need to put on the word? Do we need to put dhamma? Do we need to put fatha? Or do we need to put kasra? So as for now, you know that we put a dhamma on the subject, right? We put a dhamma on the subject. It's Arab, it's the ending. Subject will always have a dhamma. But if we talk about an object, okay, the object will always have a fatha, right? So this is how you will learn slowly and gradually as to which haraka do we need to put on which word, okay? Then there are huruf illat. This particular topic will come in sarf. It's not the part of Nahwu. Mainly, it's the part of the other subject that will cover huruf illat. But as for now, I can tell you that huruf illat are the long vowels. Any word which has waw, alif, or ya, that will be known as huruf illat. Okay, any word with waw, alif, and ya will be known as huruf illat. We'll discuss this in depth when we'll do sarf. And then Arab, okay? I told you about Arab. Arab are the endings of the word, okay? Arab are the endings of the word as to which haraka will be put on the ending of the verb, okay? Understandable?
Yeah.
Perfect. Then I told you tanween. Tanween will have two fatha, two dhamma, and two kasra. And then you might have seen sukoon. Sukoon like this. It's a hollow dot placed on multiple letters in Quran as well. So that is sukoon. And then sakin is a letter with a sukoon. So a letter which has a sukoon on it will be known as sakin. Okay. A letter with a sukoon will be known as sakin. And then tashdid, you must have seen tashdid lots of times in Quran as well. It's like a W on the words, right? So that's a tashdid. And then mushaddan. Mushaddan is a word. It's the word with the tashdid, such as sakin. So sakin has a sukoon on it, and you can say that mushaddad has a tashdid on it. Okay. And then fa'il. Fa'il is the subject. It's the doer. I was using this term again and again. Subject. So subject is the fa'il in the Arabic. Okay. And then object in Arabic is maf'ul. And then amilun, you can leave it for now because it's a separate book that we'll cover once we are done with this one. Okay. So I hope these are not very difficult. I just went over them because I'll be using these words again and again. So I want you to be clear on them. I'm sure you must be aware of these words already because it's nothing very technical. Okay. Understood?
Yeah.
Shall we move on?
Yes.
All right. So are you back? Are you following?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. Is it difficult?
No.
Perfect. Alhamdulillah. All right. So I was discussing that in English, we have lots of parts of speeches. A speech is something that we utter from our mouth. So such as right now, I'm talking. So I am using multiple parts of speeches in my communication. So in English, we have 8 parts of speeches. We have nouns, we have pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and interjections. But this is not the case in Arabic. We do not have 8 parts of speeches in Arabic. Rather, we just have 3, and they are nouns that we just studied. Then we have verbs. Verbs are the actions. Okay. And then we have harf. So harf are the particles. Okay. It can include conjunctions. It can include prepositions. And we'll do it in depth. But as for now, you just need to remember that in Arabic, we just have 3 parts of speeches instead of 8. We have nouns, verbs, and harf. So it says you have done one of the harfs with me right now, which is harfijar. Harfijar. Okay, I'll be writing it as well. Harfijar. So harfijar are the prepositions, okay? You studied one of them with me, fi. Fi means? Fi means?
He means in.
In. Mashallah. Yes. Okay. Then now we are moving to verbs. We've done nouns. Now we are moving to verbs. Okay. So a verb, it's a word which denotes that an action is being done. So any action performed by a subject, performed by the doer, it's known as the verb. So verb is in Arabic, it's known as fa'il. Okay. In Arabic, verb is known as fa'il. Okay. Fa'il. Yeah. Then okay. So in English, a verb has 3 tenses. In English, a verb has 3 tenses explicitly. We say that we have a past tense, we have a present tense, and we have a future tense, right? We have past, present, and future explicitly in English. And by what do I mean by explicitly? Because in Arabic, it's something different. In Arabic, we have past tense, and in Arabic, we have present tense. And there are some indications that we attach when we want to talk about future tense, but we do not have a future tense very explicitly in Arabic. We do have it, but it's not very explicit. You need to identify it when Allah Ta'ala is talking about the present tense or when Allah Ta'ala is talking about future tense. So I'll give you identification points for present and future, such as we'll go over past tense first. So if you see a word, kataba, if you see a word with all the fathas, okay, if you see a word with all the fathas, the entire word has only fathas, then you can easily determine that this word is in past tense, okay? This word is in past tense because the indication for past tense is that all the haraka on this word have a fatha. So if there's too many fathas, if all the harakas are in terms of fatha, then that word is in past tense. Okay, so for kataba, it will be he wrote. Kataba, he wrote. And why I know and how I know that this word is in past tense, because it has all the fathas. So it's an identification of past tense. Okay, understandable?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then if I want to say it in present tense, I will add yaktibu. So for kataba, I'll add ya. I'll add this word ya, and I'll add. So this will become present tense or future tense, because like I said that there's no clear indication of present and future in Arabic. You when you talk about present tense, you will automatically make a slash and you will write in a future tense for it as well, because there's no clear indication. I will tell you how to write perfect future tense in Arabic, but as for now, just understand that we will not categorize past tense, present tense, and future tense. Rather, there will be just two categorizations of past tense and present tense, and you will attach future tense in the present tense. So you'll add ya, and then you'll add dhamma, and automatically that word will shift into either present tense or in future tense. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the question arises that how exactly will you recognize a verb? So if you want to recognize a verb, there are also many identification points as to how to identify a verb. So a verb is usually preceded by the word qad. Okay, you'll see this qad in Quran so many times. So qad means when there's a word qad before a verb, it means that this is a verb. Okay, so qad but usually itself has a meaning of surely or certainly. Anything that will surely happen, you need to attach a qad before it. So it will become qad qataba. Qad qataba. So qataba, I told you that it has all the fathas. So if a word has all the fathas, then that will be in past tense, okay? And if there's a qad before it, you can automatically understand that this is a word. So if there's a qad before a word, then you will understand that this is a verb, okay? And you will translate it as he surely wrote, because qad itself has a meaning of surely or certainly. Is it understandable? Can you understand it? Are
Yeah.
you following?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then I told you that it usually has a fatha. So fatha on each letter, zahaba, for example, zahaba. Now, if we move on from kataba, then if we have the other word zahaba, zahaba means he went. So it has all the fathas. It also means that this is a verb, okay? And this verb is in past tense, because past tense meaning it will have all the fathas on the entire word, okay? Past tense will have all the fathas on the entire word. And the other identification is that it might have a seen or selfa. Seen or selfa. Okay? It might have qad, it might have fatha, or it may be preceded by seen or selfa. So now this seen or selfa will show you the future. Okay? If there is a seen or selfa before a word, then that you will automatically understand that Allah Ta'ala is talking about the future tense. Okay? With seen or selfa attached before a word, you need to understand that Allah Ta'ala is talking about the future tense. Okay? So, for example, sayaktubu. Sayaktubu, seen is attached, right? Seen is attached before a word. So you will automatically translate it into future tense, that he will write. Sayaktubu, he will write. Or if there's a word saufa yazhabu. Because I told you that zahaba means he went. So saufa yazhabu, he will go. And how do I understand that this is masculine or this is feminine? You will understand this in later in Sarf. Okay, I'll do this class with you guys where you will identify how to basically identify between a masculine and feminine, because that's important. But as for now, just understand that if there is a seen or saufa attached before a word, then that will be the future tense. Okay, understandable?
Yeah.
Perfect. And lastly, if the word has a ta sakin, okay, at the end, if the word has a ta sakin at the end, that's likely to be a past tense verb or a female subject, okay? a female subject, if we're talking about a female doer of the action, it will usually have a ta sakin on it. Sakin, you know, this word sakin, it has a sukoon on it. So any word which has a sukoon on it, it becomes a sakin. I told you earlier in the class. So for example, jealous too, it has a ta sakin on it. So if there's a ta sakin, it will automatically mean that I'm talking about a feminine. Okay, I'm talking about a feminine. And this is also verb. So if you want to identify a verb, you need to see if it has qad before it, okay? If the entire word has fatha on it, or the word may have seen before it, or the word may have sawfa before it. If the word has seen or sawfa, this means that this is future tense, because in verbs we have tenses, right? For qad, you need to understand that this is something where Allah Ta'ala is talking with pure surety or certainly this will happen surely or certainly. Qad or fatha will indicate that this is past tense. Okay, and if there is ya before it, yaktubu for example, if it has ya before it, then this will be present tense, present or future tense. Okay, it can be both of them, present or future. Okay, but if there's seen or sofa, then that clearly means that we are talking about the future tense. And if there's a tasakin means the word with a sukoon. This is a sukoon. Okay, this is a sukoon. If it is the case at the ending, then that is also a verb. Is it understandable or is it too much?
No, it's understandable.
Perfect, mashallah. All right. Okay, now we have the harf. Okay, so I told you that in Arabic we have 3 parts of speeches, right? What were they? Can you remind me?
Speech, noun, verb. No, sorry. Noun, verb, and harf jar.
Yeah, perfect. Noun, verb, and as for now, you can remember harf-jar because we'll be doing harf-jar right now. So harf-jar, they are the prepositions, okay? So harf is the particle. Harf, it's a particle whose meaning can't be understood without joining it to isim. Isim is the noun, right? I told you that this is the Arabic term for noun and a fa'il verb. Okay, so harf-jar, they themselves they don't have any meaning unless you attach it with a noun or unless you attach it with a verb. So they don't have a meaning themselves. So this is harf-jar, the third part of speech in Arabic. So you need to remember the meaning of these harf-jar, okay? Because they will be coming again and again in Quran and in your daily conversations as well. So you read fi with me. Fi means in. In fi al-bayti, in the home. Fi al-bayti, in the home. So fi, you know, in. Then we have min coming up. Min means from. Kana, as if. Ila, to. Li, for or to. Lam, did not. Okay. I know it's difficult, but I'm sure you will be able to retain because we'll be doing so much practice of it, inshallah, in the upcoming classes as well. So don't worry if you can't remember it right now. You will automatically, by the end, you guys will be pro in this, okay? So don't get overwhelmed. I know this is too much at this point, but inshallah, we'll keep the pace slow. So min, again, it's from kana, as if, ila, to, fi, in, li, for, lam, did not, okay? So I want you to remember this chart before our next class on Saturday, because this is important. I'll take a short, short oral viva before starting our next class, okay? Then, this is an Arabic vocab list. I will be giving you vocab list in each class so that you can have an understanding of the words, because I'll be using these words again and again in our Nahw classes. So I want you to have an understanding of these words, such as baitun. We did baitun today, right? We did baitun, fil baiti, fil baiti. So in the house, baiti now, baitun. And then samara, it's very easy. Fruit. And what else is easy? Aleeman, you guys want to become Aleeman, Aleeman, Alima, right? So Aleeman, the learned one. Hasanun, good and beautiful. So darasun is the lesson. Darasun. So today was our lesson number 1. Darasun. Lesson number 1. Then Rasulun, messenger. Zakatun, zakat's the pillar of Islam as well. And Salatun, prayer. It's again a pillar of Islam. So this is your vocab list for next week. You need to remember all these words before our next class, and this one
You
as
should
well. Yeah, I want you to go over it. Even if you're not able to retain all the words, it's okay, but at least some of them, right? So before your next class, I want you to remember all the harf jar. There's so less, there are not very many harf jar, the Arabic list that is present in the slides. Okay. You guys can give me a small viva, a small oral viva before our next class. Okay. Before starting our next class, I'll take this one, Arabic list that is provided in my slides, and one
I
tiny,
have a question.
yeah, go ahead.
Are there two words for milk? Like, isn't there halib and then laban?
Yeah, they're two words. They're synonyms of each other.
But isn't laban like a sweet drink?
Yeah, it's
That's
it's
milk.
usually like that. Yeah, Lebanon. I know this. It's also a product present in Saudi Arabia. I've seen it so many times, but they're two words. They're two synonyms of each other.
Okay.
All right. And okay. So right now we are doing this book, Tasheel-un-Nahw. Okay. This lesson in the slides. I'm following this book, Tasheel-un-Nahw, and once we are done with Tasheel-un-Nahw, we have another book. So, like I said, that we'll be doing 5 books together. So this is the first one, Tasheel-un-Nahw. I'll upload this book in your GCR as well. And I want you to attempt this exercise. This has question 1 and question 2 from page 21 before our next class. I'm also showing you this book. Okay. This book, I'm on page number 21. And these are the 2 exercises that I want you to do before our next class. Make a separate Arabic copy and attempt it very nicely, neatly. And once you're done, take a picture and send it on the group. I'll check it before the next class. Okay. So it says that state with reason whether the following words are isim, fail, or harf. And now you can understand how do we need to identify isim, how do we identify fail, or how do we identify harf. Okay. I hope it's not very difficult. You just need to give tiny explanations. They have already given you the meaning. So I hope you will be able to do this. And the second question is that you need to find the meaning and the plural of the following nouns using a dictionary. Okay. So I can do this favor because I haven't taught you how to make plurals right now because this is something which will come in Surf. So I just want you to find the meaning. Okay. Just want you to find the meaning of all these words. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So, Isa, are you following? Is it difficult?
Yes, it's not that difficult.
All right. So, one last thing that you guys are doing here is mashallah. So, it's also a hadith of Prophet that when Allah Ta'ala wishes good for someone, He bestows upon him the understanding of deen. So, you guys are the chosen ones. You are already on the right path, mashallah. And with this, I would like to conclude today's class. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين اللهم تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتوب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وصلى الله على صلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We're calling it today. Inshallah, I'll see you next week.
Assalamualaikum.